First of all, I see you there, Titan, and hail to you. Second of all, hey, T-Man,
Ah,
got a question for you.
what is the question?
Why can't people hear a dog whistle?
Why?
Because dogs can't whistle.
Oh. That one's me.
Oh, come on. It's been ages since I dropped a bad joke like that. And good job, man. Already instant feedback to what just got dropped today. That's right. T-Man978 dropped his Retro Cobra Commander review. And that means you didn't watch my review. Or if you did, mine wasn't that cool for you. Damn. That hurts. I'm sad.
I might have watched it.
Who knows? But more importantly, it's Thursday, and you know what that means. It is time for the FigureAction podcast. It's me, Trustarscreamer, and next to me is the one, the only, the T-Man 978. It's gonna be okay night tonight. So again, between conventions and all, it's definitely a little slow on the news. I want to thank everybody who caught the figure reaction this week with Wandering Toys. If you did not catch it, it is an awesome insight not only into a very cool independent toy company, but Gavin that we had on there freaking writes for Transformers, wrote Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shows, like the good ones. And so it was a very, very neat insight. He's writing the upcoming Gundam show this month on Netflix, which, as you know, since it's a Netflix show, it's going to be absolutely awesome, and they're going to cancel it. You know, they're going to cancel it before the season finishes. Dude.
I don't know. They let Voltron have a few seasons.
Well, kind of. You know, first of all, what they would call 2 seasons was actually, it was basically 1 season, T. Come on.
Yeah. Some seasons were like 13 episodes like you're supposed to get, and then other seasons were 6 episodes, then it was 9, then it was 13 again. It was crazy.
Your question is, are any of us going to pick up the Mythic Legion Skeleton 4-pack on Monday? It would, if any of us is going to get it, it's probably going to be Junkion Crafts and Builds. And go check out his channel. Give him a sub. He's right at that 1,000 mark, guys. Go give him some love. I will tell you now, with everybody here on the FigureAction podcast, if you are not subbed up to our channels, you're going to want it. We got some really, really cool stuff, not only for this channel, but for all our sub channels as well. As I've been saying, you want to be on the vanguard of the team. That's all I can say. Really, I mean it. Thank you, G Tony. You're awesome. He knows.
He on there yet?
Huh?
Did he comment yet?
Not yet. But speaking of being awesome, T-Man, how are you doing? And did you get anything cool this week?
I am good. And I did get awesome.
Hey, look, there's G Tony.
Hey, G Tony. But yeah, the best thing I got this week was from Super Impulse Toys. They gave me this Knuckles Pop Taters. And he's awesome. He comes with a little ring. And he comes with where to put it up on it. It pops on the floor. The Master Emerald. And that was it. That's the best thing I got. I actually got 2 of these. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And she's using a Fortnite backpack. I was seeing if it actually fits, and it does fit. I mean, it's not super tight, but the peg is very long, and apparently she has a deep hole in her back. That's good.
Now, when we say it's a breast cancer trooper, she does not have a gun that when she shoots people, it gives them breast cancer. Maliverse is doing an excellent team up for a breast cancer treatment company, and if you buy these pink figures, proceeds are going to be going to that charity.
Yeah, breast cancer awareness.
It's not Susan G. Komen. It is a local Rhode Island charity.
And did we ever figure out whether it's all the proceeds or just some?
It's partial. It's partial of it. I mean,
yeah, anything is helpful enough.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I didn't just get this, but today I just put the Decepticon logo on him, so he's an official Decepticon. But outside of that, I did get this dude. Put up a review, and I reviewed this guy, but pretend he has a chrome face. And today I got in the mail a gigantic box that had something that looks like this in it. 2 of them. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thank you, G. Tony. Like Trustarscreamer said a second ago. But I think that's it. How are you doing?
Well, hopefully my internet's sounding better than yours because your audio is cutting in and out, man. I gotta say that. Once again, just because we talked about G Tony, bring that over there. Yeah, those 2 boxes right there. Huge ass box came in. I could not thank this man enough. And right now, my daughter has turned the box they came into a fort. Now, my girl's almost 12 years old, and she's able to cram herself into there. It's hilarious. I also got Raptor in this week, and a review is currently in the editing software, so that review will be coming up probably tomorrow for that. But easy way to say this figure is cooler than he has any right to be, especially who have ever seen the original figure. It is the dorkiest. This guy's a goddamn accountant. So, also, review is already up if you haven't seen it, but I do recommend this. I did get in Odious, and this guy is right on par with anything you can get from 5K Toys, and this is exactly what independent toys should be, plain and simple. I really can't stop messing with this guy. This is a fantastic, fantastic figure. Finally, 2 small things. I did finally get my Superior Spider-Man from Big Bad Toy Stores, and also got my Wolverine Sabretooth 2-pack. I'm not even gonna this guy's gonna go straight on the shelf. There's enough reviews out there. I don't think I can say anything that nobody else has already said about it. But I am very eagerly awaiting to put this guy on my channel, especially Sabretooth, because I have been wanting this figure for ages. And they finally made this figure. I mean, like, this version of Sabretooth. I've got like 3 Sabretooths. So, aside from that, been working my tail off at work. My car died. I brought my car back to life. Got my wife a car today, and I think that's about the crazy drama I can offer you guys. So,
That's good enough.
That's good enough for me. Eventually, rumor has it that Matt's going to be showing up, and I do know he's getting a late dinner. Of course, as always, we'd like to say, T-Man, we have a request that no one has seen any of your Mario posters lately.
Mario is in the other room. But guess what? I can do.
What can you do?
Baby Peach. Is that good enough?
Just tease the masses. Just tease them. Hey, and as always, we appreciate everybody who's in the chat because every one of your chats is a super chat. And every one of you guys on the replay squad, we appreciate every one of you. Again, please hit that like button. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. As you can see, there's cool things on the horizon, as I said.
Yeah, if you're watching this and it's not live currently, we super appreciate you even more.
It's a big deal. But now, of course, what's to quote a wise man named Al Snow? What does everybody want? I should really. Oh wait, I got a better one than that.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
In this case, we're going to talk some toy news where we have share screen. You think I'd have this down by now?
Is it gonna have a bunch of tails?
We'll talk about actually. This is the Monster Hunter Prime.
Oh yeah.
I want to say.
I was gonna say I'm tremendously shocked at how hardcore they're into this crossover thing.
Yeah, I'm also surprised how they're so really not related to each other. But you'd think they do one Monster Hunter figure that they would then do other Monster Hunter figures, but no. This is a really neat use of the air razor mold, I have to say. The wings I'm very impressed with.
You almost can't immediately tell at first, but I could immediately tell.
Oh no, as soon as you see those legs, as soon as you see those legs, but those weapons are frankly beastly. And I'm impressed that it has a
find out that it was a prime.
And I'm gonna say I actually wouldn't mind if they just done, if they kept running committed to the bit per se of other of these Monster Hunter figures. I think that would be very, very neat. But instead, we also get come on. Where is it? This Naruto card. I mean, this was not on my bingo card. Okay.
Mine,
I mean, I really. This is so far out of left field for this. I mean, the alt modes are kind of neat. Is this? This has got to be a retool of the Cheetor mold right here.
Yeah, either him or maybe it's the Voyager class Tigatron.
Yeah. We were having an argument about the frog. If the frog is a new mold, I was thinking it possibly could have been a reuse of or excessive retool of Rat Trap. What do you guys in the comments think about that?
I think it's a retool. That's brand new. That has no relation to Rat Trap at all. Oh. It might be a pre-tool for Spitor.
That would be a good one. By the way, Action Figure Dude, I did not know you were part of the replay squad. That means a lot for you making it in. So thank you so much.
Yeah, but the most amazing thing about this Naruto crossover is they actually made a commercial for it on Instagram, like a stop motion commercial. And I think it was partially CG, so that was amazing to me.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Naruto, so I don't know if this is like cool to a Naruto fan or not. So it's all I know is it's not cool to me, but that's fine. It's not for me.
That came out of nowhere. I actually would like to have had that as a soundbite to reuse over and over again, to be honest. That's actually a perfect one to use. That kind of is it all. I mean, it's
an extensive retool. Like, I hope if you're a Naruto fan, this makes sense to you that you get I guess, basically Vulpix. and the Frog Zord from Power Rangers.
You know what? I'm going to say this. I would have actually probably have preferred. I think a Pokemon crossover might have done better.
And maybe that's in the works. I don't know.
But I do know I have never gotten into Naruto, but apparently the nine-tailed fox, which is what this is a big deal in that. I have no idea about the frog. And the Spitzor retool might
Nine Tails. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I should have said Nine Tails.
And it's Naruto.
I don't care.
I am happy that it's Naruto. But again, someone out there likes it. So you person. I'm waiting now. They've been checking off. They checked off the Ecto 1 kit, the DeLorean. We still need the A-Team. I'm sure there's other. If they're going to do the A-Team, I would do a mystery machine. Like there's still some other.
Would be cool.
There's still some other vehicle-based crossovers that I would like to see them do.
But man, it's definitely, as I said, it's definitely been a slower week here for the news thing. I remember I was looking for stuff. It was that, and is anyone excited about the Deluxe Super 7 DHS Megatron?
Here's the thing about this. This would have been, if this had come out 10 years ago, it would have been really cool and probably something we all would have picked up. But it's so saturated a market right now. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a Megatron. Like there's, Blockies and YOLO Park and MDLX, and there's just so many Super 7s, the original, the what do you call it, the Ultimates line, and there's just so I almost hate to mention it, but Transformers Red, like there's options that this is just do we need this?
We don't. And you're talking about, again, I mean, I've said this many times, Hasbro has screwed Super 7 over with all their with all their licensing.
You say that, but Super 7, like I've never personally owned a Super 7 Transformers figure. I have not heard good things about.
Neither have I. Super 7's also screwing over Super 7. I will make fun of.
Right. Now, I will give them props with being the only company that gave Optimus Prime the surfboard and basketball accessories, right?
I also give them props for the only company to be the first company to give the Dragonzord freaking missiles for the fingers.
So they do some things right, but you got to execute on the figure. I've almost picked up like a Super 7 Voltron a couple of times, and I can't justify the price because the reviews are so meh,
And again, you and I both have an extensive amount of Voltrons. I mean, how many times can you get just? They're not even stylized the exact same.
Right.
Before we keep going, who is this guy we're talking to down here?
You mean? Yeah, that's correct. Who the hell are you,
Matt? How are you?
You guys,
who are you, and how are you doing?
I wasn't on last week, but I've been on a few weeks in a row almost. I've been here. I'm good. I had a late dinner. That's why I was late getting on. But so this week was kind of like the week when things were delivered. So I ended up getting what I completely forgot. Walmart is I don't order a lot of stuff from Walmart online or pre-order stuff. So they are extremely stealthy with the, hey, your order shipped. And I didn't even know it was in stock or being fulfilled. But so a day later, I ended up getting the Enoch and Night Trooper 2-pack. So I've got that coming. I've got that. So Enoch, if anybody wants to know what he looks like under the helmet, he's got a very small head. He's like that guy out of Beetlejuice in the waiting room. So there's what he looks like under the helmet. And anybody that wants to know what a Night Trooper looks like under the helmet, he's actually a albino clone trooper. So there's that, in case you wanted to know.
I'm glad you got your stuff from Walmart. I never did get that Venom, and I'm still salty about it.
So I got those. I joined the Fans Toys Devastator Club. I've extensively watched reviews, transformation videos. I watched Pake. I watched TM reviews. I watched Bobby Skullface. I've heard and seen all the criticisms of this guy, and I agree not at all. This is one of my, and I could say this without thinking this is new figure bias. This is one of my favorite Fan Toys figures that I've ever owned. It's easy to transform. It looks amazing in all the modes. I don't care what anybody else says. And it doesn't have waist swivel. Who gives a rat's ass? Like, you know, I mean, it's good. So
Are you just going to display them with the horns?
He's just like that now. I'll tell you, the horn.
Great. That actually that almost sells them for me right there. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, the horn is die cast. The entire thing is heavy metal, which is ironic. Painted metal. The only problem with the horn is like it is very difficult to keep it tabbed in. It's like it doesn't have any give like plastic would, so it doesn't want to. Once I got it posed, it's fine, but getting it posed is a bit of a chore. What else did I get? I also got. It's been. I've got a few things in. This is gonna make me seem like a 1%er, so you just got to bear with me here. So I don't think I showed this guy off, but I got Snarl from New Age. So he's awesome. That completes my my Dinobot set for the regular release, the regular colors. I only have one. I have to get him in toy. And speaking of toy, I got in my toy slag from New Age. So I have the G1 slag in my collection. So this one is nostalgia bomb all the way around. This thing is ridiculous.
That does look pretty cool. I will say that.
It is. It's very nostalgic. And the other thing that I got, strangely enough, you're talking about. Okay, no, there's two more things. This is a little bit crazy. So I did end up getting, this was a nostalgic purchase too. I'm out of G.I. Joe, but I had this original figure. I had Raptor from the original, O-ring line. So when I saw they were coming out with one, like he was hands down my favorite G.I. Joe to play with because he had wings and the bird and everything. So when I saw they were coming out with a classified series version, I had to pick one up.
Guess what? If you open that one, he might be your favorite again.
Yeah, I watched your review on it earlier today. So the other thing that I have that I haven't opened yet, if you guys can see on there, is that.
You did not.
I see 3-0.
The Entertainment Earth Black and Gold Edition Voltron.
No.
Matt is out of G.I. Joe like he's out of Legends figures.
No, I actually, I canceled every G.I. Joe pre-order I had, except one of the Cobra Troopers that's coming out. I can't even, it's the one that's got almost like the bomb gear kit that was announced not that long ago. The real heavy armored Cobra Trooper. I can't remember. Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know. There's so many Viper, there's so many sublines of the Viper.
It's a true den of vipers. I heard they wrote a book about it. You might want to ask your girl about that book.
Den of Vipers? I'll ask her.
Don't look it up, trust me.
I'm going to stop there. That's all that I got. And that's more than enough.
I miss having the team together, let me tell you.
And that's I had pre-ordered. I didn't pre-order anything from Mezco, even though they tried to get me last week with the one that got you, Dave, the Doc Nog.
It got me.
That's what I'm saying. It did not get me. But if they would have sold the gangsters in a single
We're
pack.
going to talk about them in a little bit. They're on the list.
Okay, we'll get there then. But they almost got me with that. But I will tell you, so I'm getting back into Hot Toys because I wasn't pissing enough money away. So Hot Toys got me last week with their stealth release of the zombie Death Trooper, so I pre-ordered that. But anywho, back to the show. Oh, and I got I'm one of the cool kids now. I got the 86 Optimus, the Studio Series.
Forgot I got that too.
Yeah, everybody got that, and I saw it in Walmart and Target in person yesterday.
Okay, well, Leslie, I do know that you opened up your Figure Obscura Frankenstein creature.
I did. I actually because I read the book. I wanted to see what I was getting into, so I decided to put him on display. So he's there. He's really good. I definitely hit him with the heat gun though before I messed with him, as is tradition with Four Horsemen.
Good to know.
Drop me harder, Daddy.
Like I said, well, this is going to be my first Four Horsemen figure, so I have no idea about that.
Heat gun. Have a hair dryer or heat gun before when you take him out of the box. Take the soft goods off of him. Take the his jacket off of him, and just heat gun all the joints before you mess with him. Just that there's even everything from Four Horsemen that comes with a little warning slip of paper that says, "Please heat up your purchase before messing with it." So
okay,
and in the hands.
Before you do any hand swaps the first time, before you really move any of the joints, Frankenstein's creature, his arm and leg joints were pretty fluid compared to most Four Horsemen figures, but his neck and his head was totally fused. But again, 2 seconds with the heat gun, and it's not a problem.
How about you, Matt? Got a question here. Are you going to be getting the Skeleton 4-pack?
I almost jumped on that until I saw that it was like a late next year release, and I am kind of done doing that. Like I these year-long, and I know that's Four Horsemen's thing on a lot of this stuff, but some of these year-long release time frames, 1 or 2 year, it's a lot. I'm with a lot of the guys here in the group that are waiting for legendary figures coming out, and that should be close, right? That should be, I think they were aiming for October delivery. So we should see that in the next month or two, but that shit's been what, a year and a half, haven't it? I don't know. Yeah, it's been a while. So,
and
Venom.
I'm about to pull Venom up here. Guys, just because this is a slow news week, guys. So I'm actually loving everybody for pulling us topics here. This is absolutely one of the most fun things about this show. So everybody, if you got this stuff, we scared off Matt. Not anymore. Tell her I say hi.
No, it was the boy.
Oh, never mind.
Henry Cavill is making Voltron. I'm happy to see. I'm one of those people that's in the camps. I wasn't like chomping at the bit for Voltron live action anything because I've seen what they did to Power Rangers. So
valid.
I'm going to be kind of weighted with bated breath on this one and just kind of hope. Henry Cavill, though, is known for being a fairly major nerd. So I'm hoping that factors in and he knows a little something about Voltron that he can bring to the table. Okay. I'm just hoping that the people that work on it care about the IP. That's really all that I hope.
Matt,
for.
You're good at putting polls in the chat, right?
I'm good at figuring things out.
Okay. Because I want to put a poll up there because we were trying to speculate who he would be. Whether it be Lord Zarkon, Prince Lotor, and then what's his name? The guy who actually runs the Castle of Lions?
Corinne.
Or Corinne. Those are my top 3 picks of who Cavill will be. Matt, if you can figure out how to... Huh?
Corinne isn't cool enough.
I could see him... Okay. Think about him in Mission Impossible with the stash. That's Grant right there.
I actually haven't seen the Mission Impossible that he's in.
Just look up Henry Cavill with the mustache.
Yeah, well, now if you got to be careful with the digital like mess from Superman.
Superman, but you know what I mean. You know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we have seen him in white, long, flowing hair as the Witcher. So that would be why I thought he'd be good for Lotor.
Yeah, Lotor makes the most sense. I'm trying to figure out. I don't actually know how to put up if I can put up a poll. So
okay,
just post in the chat who you think.
Yeah.
Who you think that Henry Cavill is going to be cast as? Now they already do have some casting news for some of the Space Explorers, for some of the Voltron Force. So I can already tell you that Henry Cavill's probably a little older than what they're going for the team. So he's probably not going to be like, say, a Keith or a Lance. He may be. Anything could happen, but I'm thinking Zarkon or Lotor is probably probably Lotor. If I had to put money down, I'd say Lotor. He would make a good Lotor.
I just thought of the funniest thing, because you know how Hollywood could get something really good and find just that perfect way of fucking it up.
Yeah, sure. As is tradition.
Watch them do a Voltron movie, and it's the vehicle team.
Honestly, that would be interesting.
I would love to see that. Don't get me wrong. I actually, unpopular opinion, I actually preferred the vehicle team, the Dieruger 15 group. I've said that many a time.
Well, and the only problem really with the vehicle force Voltron is that it's 15. It's 3 groups of 5 people. Like, that's too much character development and story for an 80s kids show to handle. That's why the Lions were cooler robots anyway, in my opinion, rather than the 80s type vehicles. But but the smaller group of 5 was much easier to build stories around than trying to balance 15 friggin', because in Vehicle Force, like, you picked 1 or 2 characters that were your main characters, and they never, everyone else was just secondary or background characters when it really came down to it. Whether it was Pidge's cousin or crap, what the hell was the name of the guy that was kind of the Keith?
The guy who flew the head.
Yeah.
All I know is that the girl who flew the red jet was the bravest of all of them, because she took every damn punch a Robeast threw at him.
She did. She did. Yeah.
Mike,
the question was going to be, do y'all think that they could do a really good Voltron in an hour and 40 minutes?
I think it's a TV series, isn't it? I think it's a series.
No, it's a movie.
Oh, is it a movie? Okay.
There's 2 ways of doing it. The best way, they're probably not going to do the best way, which is just the Force has been around type of thing. Like, do it in medias res. Because I'm sorry, I've always thought the best movies like X-Men 2, Spider-Man 2, stuff I don't need to get an origin for, and just, hey, they've been around, would be awesome.
Well, but you have to, this isn't like Batman's parents being murdered. Like, this is not, or Uncle Ben being shot. Like, it's not a well-known story for casual fans. So I can't see them jumping the story. There's stuff they probably need to cover that the general public isn't going to know by now. But I will say, like, the thing that gives me hope is, like, you guys may never have seen it, but if you look on YouTube, there is a short fan film for Voltron that has, I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure you can Google it or YouTube it, but it's only one guy and it's just a limited set with him in the cockpit of the Red Lion, and it's no special effects really. There's nothing to it. He's got a set around him, and the Red Lion is they just had a battle. Voltron was broken apart, and the Red Lion is losing power out in space, and it's just Lance.
I've seen that.
Like saying his goodbyes, and it's phenomenal. And go check it out.
I have seen that. Here we go. We're gonna have him be Sven. We'll have Henry Cavill as Sven.
But he's got to have that. He's got to have the stupid accent, though.
I will say this: I really hope they don't put Shiro in that movie.
He can be Shiro. Besides, he's not Japanese.
That's. I got no problem with that.
Yeah, he was just such a freaking. Sorry, I'm mad because of how not for the only reason I'm mad at Shiro is because at the very last he freaking overshadowed Lance, and Lance I thought had the best character arc in the whole thing. Now,
We're talking about
there are little epilogues, Lance losing the love of his life.
And I won't go into details here because we're already rambling on too much about this. But look, I recommend everybody look at the background behind Legendary Defender and watch the shit show that it was behind the scenes.
Yes.
When the writers had a vision for what all the seasons looked like, and then the studio got involved and started forcing ideas and story beats on them, so they had to end up altering the last 2 seasons completely. So
okay, fair enough.
Look that up. It's well documented all over of just the absolute shitstorm that became Legendary Defender, which is why it didn't go out on as high a note as it started on. But I digress.
Okay, Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. You're still muted.
Muted. Messed up. He said his voice was messed up.
Good. Because once I heard that you like the vehicle team more, I had to come in here and tell you to shut it.
Somewhere out there, some guy says the Gladiator team's the best.
I was gonna say someone's team Gladiator. So
yeah. we don't talk to those people. Hi,
Mike.
how y'all doing?
Good night, bye.
So,
do you get anything good, or just keep on moving on?
Got a bunch of these. They're cool.
Ooh, I like that. That looks really good with the Jubilee head.
Yeah, the head's a little too big. You got a blue tacker.
Damn, that looks good.
Lady in pink.
Got 2 of these. Guess what?
How'd you get those?
They're white. Knew a person from Jolana. So got 2. Video will be up probably tomorrow morning on that. Went a little crazy. Shocker. Because one I was doing these out of curiosity. The other one I totally forgot about until it showed up today. But I kept hearing about these. I don't know if I even talked about this. Maybe I did. I don't know. I got these bootlegs of Mayfix toys from CT Toys. So I got the Symbiote Spider-Man and then the comic version. This is their new one. We kind of talked a little bit about. I think their next one is the Brown Suit Wolverine. That's supposed to come out the end of this month.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, when I had those coming from AliExpress, I was like, oh, I never had a real official one. So I need to think about that and get it. And then come to find out that this showed up today. So
that's been considered the best Captain American figure made to date, though.
What was that? I know it was Captain America.
This is the Winter Soldier.
Oh, Mafex. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. Mafex. Okay. And I love this movie so much, and this is like the best costume. Second to the Endgame, when it was all beaten up and stuff. Where's that?
How much cheaper are they?
Which one? Oh, the AliExpress ones? $16. Or no, this is 21. This one was 16 with $1.95 shipping. Excuse me?
You didn't review them, right?
No, yeah, I just, like I said, I just got them in and been trying to get the other stuff caught up. So.
I do want to point out, I think we are living up to our hope tonight of tonight's episode being much more entertaining than than Joker Part 2. I can't pronounce the name.
Oh.
And we promise tonight is
not about nothing.
So that's it, man. Let's go back to the discussions and talking about people.
Oh, we were just about to talk about actually what we were talking about on Monday, Mike.
What was Monday? Oh, man.
Just pulling this up right here for those of you who did not catch the episode. We again had Wandering Toys. We had Wandering Collectibles on. Sorry, Wandering Planet Collectibles on. We had Gavin
Yep.
on, and it was a good time. And they threw some fun things about these figures, including this is the fun part right here. They've added a stand.
And it's fun because it's cool, not because it's a stand.
It does look cool.
It does. It looks really nice. So
Again, just really committing. Again, they're just really committing to the bit. And listen, if you know my humor for how long I keep the bar very low.
Joker's Folly Idea.
it's low because it's the only way Dave's going to reach it. Moving on.
But again, this was just this is looking really good, and as always, as you all know, every Kickstarter that shows up on our show gets funded. So if you know anybody doing a Kickstarter, tell them to get on Reaction. We've been asked about this, and actually, Mike, you can answer this question because a number of people have asked us if anyone is getting the Four Horsemen's Graveyard Skeleton 4-pack.
It is super tempting. I don't know if I'm going to get it day one from Four Horsemen, or if I want to wait and just get it from one of the many other retailers that's going to have this. Matt, I think I caught you a little bit. Yeah, this is next October. I mean, we get these, but these are the bucks that they had the in stock sale that kind of sold out within like 2 or 3 hours, and everyone was bitching about it. And I have 2 of those. They are really nice figures. The deco's really, I think the deco is decent enough for what it is. They're $100 for 4. So I mean, it's about what you get. I mean, their normal army builders are $26 a pop directly from the Horsemen.
That's a good price.
I'm a maybe. I mean, this is going to be, I think, starting on the 14th through like the 31st of this month. So I don't know. We'll see. But they did show some of the masks on other mythic heads, because you see the 2 of them have like this mask that overlays the skeleton, and those are pretty cool.
Yeah, well, do all of them come with an actual skull head?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think only one of them or 2 of them are actually articulate. No, I'm sorry, I'm lying. They all the standard heads have the articulated jaw. The other 2, other one is the vampire head from All-Star 6, which hasn't been released yet, and then like the pumpkin head is from the Headless Horseman. So, and the 2 masks are new. So,
my only problem is they are big boned.
They are. That's what I was going to say too. Is that they're some thick boys.
Yeah, they are. But and a lot of people have had some challenges because the ball joint is up in the rib cage, and there's not one towards the pelvis. So people try to get more arch out of it, and next thing you know, they break the glue that holds the cord, the spinal cord, into the pelvis. But I mean, they are pretty. I mean, they are well articulated. Almost as articulated as the Valiant Knight that we got last year.
Did you guys know they're doing a G1 retro carded series Gears and Bumblebee?
Yeah, I meant to post that. It was just breaking news. It went up on Walmart's website. So they're retro carded backed, but they're modern figures. They're the I think the post is on Dame Chalk or one of the news sites, but they're using the Gears head, the old school head, but then the Bumblebee is just I guess a slight retool or recolor of the old Walmart. It's not the Studio Series. It's the one before that had the plate that came off.
The Netflix one?
Yeah. Yes.
I want to see what it looks like. Do they show it in the card?
Yeah. They have package pictures. Here, let me see if I can find it.
It's on Dame Chalk. I'll have to find it on Dame Talk in a little bit. But we'll circle back to that one.
Yeah, I'd love to see them standing up like action figure retro cards.
So does anyone need a 1/6? This, Matt, you're the Hot Toys guy.
I don't. So there's certain franchises that I don't want to start down that rabbit hole, and Ghostbusters is one of them. I don't feel a need to have Ghostbusters on my shelf. That's why I never got any of the Plasma collection.
How dare you?
I'd rather just watch the movies and be happy that they exist.
I mean, there's something. I'm gonna say this. There's something a little off about how jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Not only that, but I don't like the Dan Aykroyd.
Damn it. I thought you were gonna say there's something strange.
I should have. You're right.
Oh, is someone knocking on Dave's door again?
I'll eject myself from the show.
Yeah. Dan Aykroyd's face does not look great. I thought the Vancouver face looked the best.
Ernie Hudson looks better, for sure.
Ernie Hudson looks like early Eddie Murphy in that picture right there. Spangler looks really good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Spangler, I want to say this. I'm gonna say Spangler, Zedmore, Venkman, Stance. That's how I'm looking at them because, again, those jumpsuits just look big on them. These guys look great.
They were one size. They couldn't afford tailors.
Are they? Are these individual sold or is it a set?
Individual sold.
It looks like it's that's just the Ray Stance figure for.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, oh my god, if that was $300 for 1/6 scale, all four of them, I would pre-order that all day.
Matt would buy it. Yeah.
That's there you go. That's my threshold.
You got to pay for that proton pack.
Yeah.
Well, they're running a slant right now.
If I was going to pick one up, I'd pick up Egon, but I'm not going to. So
I agree. If that was $284 for all four of them, I would have been like, I wouldn't care if it was like, remember those Hasbro Star Wars 1/6 they had? They only did Luke and Vader.
The hyper reel
on the skeleton.
Yeah, Star Wars hyper reel.
Like if they did those like the hyper reel, I'd be on that actually for that price.
Even if this was the price for a box set of 1/12 scale, like the Mezco figures, that's not a bad price for four of them.
Right, for four.
For four, right. Which is why I had problems with the thing we'll talk about later because I thought it was overpriced. Mezco related.
Well, just because you did bring it up earlier, Matt.
I did.
Big way.
Let's talk about the Decapod. Let's go get along with the Decapod gang.
Yeah, I was hoping for at like a 140. I probably would have jumped, but it was just too far out.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, the highlight really is the faces or heads, I should say. Those look really awesome. Plus, I mean, you're getting two of everything else. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
these.
It's a good amount of accessories.
Yeah.
And in a PC world, like I'm glad they gave him cigarettes. That's cool. But it's just not.
Well, those are the ones that came with Constantine.
Yeah, I think Gomez, the Casino Gomez, had one too.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Now, this is something I kind of stumbled across, but there is a whole subculture for people doing customized Mezco figures that will buy something like this and then literally parts it out. Like
that's why it's sold out immediately because it's basically two mobsters that you can put any head sculpt on.
Pretty much.
Well, it's not just the head sculpts, but you got now trench coats, the guns.
That's what I mean. Yeah, you've got a full 1/12 scale mobster with the whole shebang that you just got to swap out the head and you've got it. Yeah, and I think Mezco knows that, and that's why they give us like these freaky creature look along with their story too. But they know that that's what they're selling here.
I mean those are two thugs right there for your Dick Tracy guys that you already got from Mezco.
Or you could put him with somebody that looks like Will Smith with a black suit and sunglasses.
You broke out completely on that one, T.
Yeah, you're very
Men in Black. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will tell you too, like this goes along with my Mezco theory. I think Mezco is not good at sculpting human heads. Because how often do they release a figure with a regular human portrait? The Dick Tracy figures are not. The Rumble Society figures, none of them are. Like there's the G.I. Joe. Those are the only ones, and they haven't released one yet that actually has a face, right?
No,
no.
I'm looking at Punisher right now. My Punisher looks really good.
And-
the blades look
but
absolutely
they're
fantastic.
so few and far between. Like whenever they do just generic, it's always a skull face or something. Like I think they're nervous about release. And then females, like when was the last time they released a female figure?
They're
Like,
about to
still
release
waiting.
one. I keep forgetting her name, but the disco black chick they're about to come up with.
That's
but that's not released.
Hasn't come out. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking here. They still haven't had one come out yet, to my knowledge.
I mean, to your one statement of like Roadblock being good, but then the other one, like Duke's head and face looks very off. But
okay, they got the Fantastic Four. That's true.
Solomon Kane.
Oh yeah, I canceled him. I forgot about that.
Craig had a human head.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, because I'm looking at the DC Deluxe Superman head, and that looks really decently sculpted.
Constantine
So, I mean,
had a great face sculpt. I know that.
I think.
Are we talking about their own characters or just in general?
Well, yeah, it seems like if they have a base to go on, an existing IP, that they release it. But if it's their own characters, there's not a whole lot. Like Baron Benz had a unmasked, unhelmeted head.
Nemo.
So I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying,
there's a female Wonder Woman right there. There we go.
It's just suspicious.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman. Nobody in that world has a regular head.
Oh, they had Bishop, right? They did have Bishop.
Yeah.
But nobody in the Rumble Society is a regular human. They're all bugs and stuff.
Except the chick until she. Oh, what's his face? The blue skin guy.
Yeah, Baron Benz. Oh, you're talking about the punk kid with the fuzz hair. Yeah. Vapor, something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, like Cousin Eddie or whatever it's called.
Oh, the hoods.
That was Cousin Eddie was Skull. Wasn't he? Wasn't he?
Matt told that guy who forgot his name.
Speaking of skulls,
Sure.
I would say, just a kind of a dumb segue. When we were talking to we were talking to Gavin, or was it one of the other shows? I did not realize
they've got too many shows. He can't remember.
I did not realize that with Gentle Giant Studios, that the guy who played Bulk from Bulk and Skull of Power Rangers works with Gentle Giant Studios.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was with Gavin, I think. Yeah, because that's what his story he was talking about. Meeting him for the first time and didn't make the connection.
Yeah, I just thought that was that he's the Gentle Giant. For those of you still collecting McFarlane, we've got our Commander Steel and Sinestro. Commander Steel is basically his generics, one of his generic bodies with a diaper with an overlay on there and a new head. That's basically his version of a Bucky cap.
Sure, the chest isn't molded.
No, it doesn't look. No, that's not molded. That's an overlay.
Yeah. I saw them both at Target this evening.
For real?
Yeah.
That'd be funny. They advertise this stuff, and then you go in the store, and it's like, oh, it's right there.
It
That's
had like
because they're trying to catch up with Marvel Legends. Like Marvel Legends have been releasing for years, and DC Multiverse is like, let's see if we could get as many figures out as Marvel Legends has put out.
Meanwhile, Marvel Legends now is doing the opposite. It's like now we've got 2 waves that never showed up in the stores.
Yep.
mhm.
All I ever see is that Spider-Man without the Waldos. I see him stacked everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Him and Iron Man.
Yeah,
Yep.
him and Iron Man.
The Sinestro looks pretty cool. Now this is actually reusing the Parallax body, but then just putting the Sinestro head and hands from the other Sinestro. And I think it looks better on him than it did on the Parallax.
You know, it's disappointing that cape though.
That they
'Cause it's
what?
hard the cape because it's hard plastic instead of bendy wire like they've been doing.
Well, that's one of my
Yeah.
problems. That's one of the reasons why I stopped buying McFarlane is because of those hard plastic capes. So
But now every figure has been having bendy wire except this one. But both of these look really good. That other guy, I don't know him to save my life, but he looks really good.
he was in
Sinestro?
Justice Society, but
He.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying he's like one of the earliest main protagonists for Green Lantern because he was the one who was trying to instruct him to be a Green Lantern to begin with.
no, he's talking about Commander Steel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Yeah, I
Sinestro.
understood about him.
Yeah, Sinestro. Commander Steel was again in Justice Society. He was also in Legends of Tomorrow, which I thought was kind of cool. They brought him in, but I mean, Sinestro's always one of my favorite villains. But god dang it, this is where Todd does it right, is with these constructs. Now, this is floating up here, and that means there's no real way that you'll ever actually hold him because there's no plug or anything for him to go in on, for him to be next to him. Maybe wedge him under the shoulder pad, but it's cool that they got him.
What if McFarlane just randomly figured out like floating technology and they're trying to tell us about it in this picture?
Because he's really, really cool, guys.
He is cool. He was raising the use of magnets with the Spawn. So
magnets are cool.
Magnets are cool.
Magnets are.
We got that, and then
Yeah.
Finally, this is what I've been kind of waiting for. Is that it's a Walmart exclusive, but finally getting that Hal Jordan that was in the 2-pack from earlier is now getting a solo release. God, that head sculpt is ugly.
So wait, is that? Wait, you said a 2-pack or?
There was a 2-pack with Hal Jordan and the Dawnbreaker that was released in Target a couple of years ago.
Okay.
But oh god, that head sculpt is horrendous. That jaw. And that might be the best. That might be the best looking Superman he's put out to date.
Single jointed elbows.
Single jointed elbows, but they look like they can go past 90 degrees. If you see how this cut is right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably so it can go 90. It reminds me of the first release.
Not as bulky as the first release, and it's got the wired cape.
And he doesn't have gorilla hands.
If he has fists, I'm probably gonna buy him.
They don't have any packaging of that one. It would be nice if he had a flight stand. The McFarlane flight stands weren't the heaviest, but I think they were probably some of the most practical for their, for being a throwaway piece.
I got like 3 or 4 of them, so
I didn't hate them. Let me put it that way. I did not hate them at all.
one of them melted somehow. I can't.
How did you melt?
I put it on top of something that was hot.
Mm-hmm.
It warped.
Here we go. 9:18. This got posted 18 minutes into the show. Here is our retro carded Bumblebee.
Oh, I like the color. Yay! That's what I wanted. I will
take it out of the package.
Toyota Gears. I do like that Gears. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
I like these are good for the packaging, but it would have been better had that Bumblebee had the toy head.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Why would they not do that? What are they trying to pull?
See,
Then
this
the
would actually be
Studio 86 is that one looks more like the original toy.
I'm going to say this.
Like-
I would not mind them. Yeah, Captain America looks really good there, Mike.
Yeah.
I think that would be a really good store exclusive, frankly, of doing the mini bots in that kind of packaging. You could do that, Cosmos, Brawn.
It's just they sold the shit out of this Bumblebee mold, and it's old. And
Mhm.
you're not going to give us the studio. It should have been the studio series in this, but it's not, which is fine because it's out in studio series right now. I get that, but you guys couldn't have thrown on a toy head sculpt. Come on now, that's some BS.
No, I agree with you completely, especially because they did the toy head sculpt for the gears. That would look perfect, and that would be one of those things of buying it and keeping. For the people who like to have it mint on card.
Well, I think the only reason we got the toy head sculpt for the gears is because wasn't that on the GoBots version of Gears?
No, they changed it. It had a different face to look like Smallfoot.
Gotcha. I thought they had that. I thought they released that head sculpt before.
Oh, they didn't yet.
Yeah, they
Okay,
should
and that makes it even more egregious then if they couldn't retool Bumblebee.
When they do another live stream, here's what they're gonna say, and I bet you it's gonna be verbatim. People didn't get the Netflix Bumblebee, so they felt like they needed to release this with that face to satisfy the people who didn't get the Netflix one.
Well, fuck them.
Yeah.
Matt, I disagree with you. I think it really all should have been done with the toy heads, with the faceplate heads. This entire retro card, I think that would have been the perfect gimmick for that, to get people to buy these molds again. So be like, fuck, toy face. Kind of like how you're getting with your new age Dinobots. You're getting the toy version and you're getting the Toon version.
Right. Especially next to the picture of him with the toy head and the extra decals above the Autobot symbol. Like, what are we doing here, guys?
I was just going to say that.
Your product doesn't match at all the picture you have right next to it. I had a cheesesteak for dinner. Thank you very much. And it was only about 10 minutes before I jumped on the show. So, yeah, and I'm starting to crash.
Okay. Don't worry. I think, yeah. Well, I made. Did I ever show you the piece of the chopped cheese that I made on my flat top? That's even more dangerous than a steak and cheese. Let me tell you.
The only thing worse than having food in front of you that you eat that's just okay is being shown pictures of food that looks really good that's 4 hours away.
I told you have an open invitation when you come to North Carolina.
Yeah.
You got to repeat the 4 hours.
So I'm going to start saving pictures of the meals that you make that I think look good, and I'm going to say when we meet that here are the pictures of the dinner I'm expecting.
Dude, I would do that. I would live up to that challenge here. You have no.
Did you guys mention the toy drive?
No, go for it. No, we have not mentioned Kato's toy drive.
Yeah. Basically, earlier this week, he put out a video that he's working with a local toy store in the Tennessee area, and they are getting they're trying to get together donations, whether it's monetary or of brand new toys, for the kids that were affected in the Hurricane Helena that just came through last weekend. It's really. I'm gonna probably donate some stuff. But it's a good gesture. I mean, with all this, everything that's going on, with people losing pretty much everything, the last thing they're thinking about right now is the holidays and whatnot. Necessities first. But that's why you have someone who is considering that and is taking the initiative to put something together like this. So I definitely highly recommend anyone who hasn't yet, at least go to Cato's page, look at the video. If you choose to donate, he's given you multiple ways to doing so. So
I'm trying to find here. Give me 1 second here.
I'll put the after we end the stream, I'll put the link in the description.
Please do. And that's actually, I've been making the joke about checking all our channels out and stuff like that. But the Cato has been doing some amazing stuff with this. You should really watch the full video of that as well. You kind of seen the people who they're working with, and it is, it's one of the things that makes this community. So.
Professor Soundwave is bringing up the Horde Trooper. That's the larger size one. I think I saw a couple pictures of.
Was that on Toy Arc? I didn't see that when I was on there.
Maybe. Oh shit! I realize it looks so crazy. But
it's amazing to me that the same community that can argue at length in comment sections of posts and videos about the most minute details of the color shade of a tune accurate transformer that changed shades multiple times through 4 can also, donate to charity and be good people every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Go you guys.
Yeah, that's a big boy right there.
Mm-hmm. It's cool looking. I mean, I'm not a Motu guy, but it's got an extra head. That's cool. It's actually a helmet?
I didn't even know those helmets came off. I thought they were robots.
I did too. And
they're in disguise.
They are.
Now, Mike, you know damn well if somebody painted up a Mythic Legions figure with similar armor in this color scheme, you'd be all over it.
Oh, they already do. Emil Wickman did that, I think.
I'm sure.
Last year. Yeah, there are people that do stuff.
Oh, is anyone even interested into this Mega Man thing? I mean, does anyone really care about Mega Man?
What Matt's about to say?
Spicy time.
How? I want my figure. I want my MDLX regular Mega Man that was promised a year ago. Give me that, and then I'll get excited about something like this. No, but honestly, like the variations of Mega Man, I'm Jada for those. I'm not paying MDLX prices for every color shade of Mega Man. Although that flame effect is really cool.
Yes. And Jada's the next wave should be coming out here, I think, the end of this month.
Dude, I'm happy to wait for quality, but come on, guys, you're killing me here.
Yeah. I mean, between that and then supposedly, this month we should get Cammy, DJ, Guile, and Player 2 and Bison from Jada.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
I'll believe that when I see it.
So I just want my Blue Bomber from MDLX, the original release, the release that hasn't come out yet. That's just give me that. Give it. I've already paid for it. Just ship it. Ship it to me.
I haven't paid for it, but it's only $40, and we've been waiting.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone big into Halo?
I think
that looks cool.
Not enough for the more expensive figures. I bought a Master Chief when they came out at the retail line, but
I'm looking right at mine. I have the Jazzwares one, but this is $215 because it's funded by Sentinel.
Yeah, that's just over what I would pay for it. $200 over what I would pay for that.
Now, I have the Sentinel Master Chief, and I was able to score it at a GameStop closeout sale for $85, and I freaking almost ran out of the store with it, thinking I stole it, because I will say it is 120% immaculate. Yeah. If you've never handled one of these, it is absolute toy joy per se. It's like the Dante and Nero that you have, T-Man. You know what I mean?
Sentinel makes good stuff. I mean, that's for sure.
But it's just there's no way now I paid $215 for that.
No,
yeah, and I don't need Master Chief with a life preserver.
Yeah, that's hot toys, bro.
Well, that's he's big. He's not just Master Chief for with the life preserver. I don't know if you saw that comparison picture of him next to the chief.
He's the big one.
Yeah, he's the big boy.
Oh,
Wow.
I understand why he's that much now.
Oh yeah, no, you're getting a lot of plastic for this. You're getting a lot of high quality plastic.
Speaking of quality plastic, this KO feels really nice. I'm surprised.
Not falling apart on you?
No. Now the one bicep is a little tight. I gotta heat that side up, but like this other one, and the paint is not bad. There's some spots that look weird, but yeah.
It's Captain America official.
Yeah, this is the official one. So, and it's weird. Like this one has single jointed elbows and knees. So yeah, stuff that's new rabbit hole.
I've got
So
this.
no one ever-
I only mess with it a little bit, but I've got the black suit Wolverine.
Yeah,
Oh,
but Mike's
okay.
are KOs. Mike paid less for that than a Marvel Legend at Target.
Because I know the comic version of Captain America looks really good, and then Daredevil's coming out as well.
Yeah, they just teased that. I saw that.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
Well, like I said,
Bunch
I
of
think
old people rubbing their eyes.
Yeah, I know. It's been kind of a slow week. If anyone would like to do it before we head out, if anyone would like to do any major promotions before we go.
I would like to do 50% off all subscriptions to T-Man's channel for the next 48 hours. That's the promotion I want to put in. Just put code TMAN978 the best. Hashtag TMAN978 the best in the comment of his video, and you'll get 50% off your subscription fee.
Sweet.
What a deal.
But this is going to be up tomorrow once I edit it. We won't have this backpack because I just thought of this today.
And like I said, my Raptor video should be up tomorrow night if you guys want to see my perspective on him. Plus, I do highly recommend checking out my Odious figure. This is absolutely going in my figure of the year probably contention right now. And it is almost November. That means it's almost December. That means it's time to start coming up with those little countdowns, guys. I know you love them.
Speaking of that, the pink action figure that T-Man had, that's another promotion going on with Dave's channel. If you put hashtag 1 in the pink, 2 in the stink, you're going to get 1 month free for every month you subscribe.
Anyway, so I digress.
Yeah, not
and
the
Mike,
Spider-Man.
And Mike, anything you'd like to drop down? You're muted again, Mike.
Good, so I don't have to repeat what I just said. Yeah, like I said, this is rendering right now and uploading. So got that, and hopefully we'll have some other news here in the next day or two, maybe from me. So if you haven't subscribed or at least follow me on Instagram, I'm going to try to get some information that will help all you lovely people.
So
this is actually Mike's. I didn't open.
God damn it! Yet. I gotta get that. I'll stop by this weekend. Maybe.
In that case,
wait.
Everybody, once again, please, if we'd love to have to earn your likes, we'd love to earn your subscribes. Please check out all our sub channels, and most importantly, as always, until next time, take care.